Tired of losing your hard-earned savings in paper-backed assets like stocks? Then you should call for your free Insider's Guide to Gold and Silver from the Birch Gold Group. This free investor's kit will show you how gold and silver have outpaced the stock market 10-to-1 for the last 5 years and provided protection against a declining dollar. It will reveal how to invest wisely and create an IRA backed by physical precious metals. Better yet, you can trust you'll be treated with honesty, courtesy, and respect, as the Birch Gold Group holds an A+ rating with a Better Business Bureau. Learn why some experts think gold and silver prices can still double in price. Call now for your free information. 800-347-3306. That's 800-347-3306. Don't miss out. Call 800-347-3306. That's 800-347-3306.
You know, to keep warm, Oregon homeowners have come up with some very creative solutions. There are the simple moves like double socks and the, yes, I'm wearing that comfy pullover again. Then there's the tricky, this heat vent is mine. But eventually, those workarounds just stop working. Then you're ready for something better. A home energy upgrade with Clean Energy Works Oregon. These energy efficiency pros work with Energy Trust of Oregon, utilities, certified contractors, and local lenders to make home energy remodels happen. A free assessment pinpoints energy waste. Then your upgrade team gets to work. When it's complete, your improvements are inspected to verify performance, and your home's comfort is transformed. Start today with Clean Energy Works Oregon at cewo.org. That's cewo.org.
No money down financing available, plus instant rebates up to $2,000 when you apply by November 30th. Restrictions apply. See website for details.
Winterhawks, always a hit. Your Western Conference champion Portland Winterhawks battle Medicine Hat this Saturday at 7 p.m. in the Rose Garden. Get your tickets at winterhawks.com or 503-236-HAWK. Portland Winterhawks, always a hit.
Are you interested in achieving market leadership in 2013? Climb your way to success and join us for the PCC Climb Symposium in the Bing Lounge on Thursday, November 15th from 7 to 9 a.m. The event is free, but space is limited. RSVP now at pcc.edu/symposium.
More than 30 states have filed to secede from the Union. What would it take to actually do that? Find out on Portland's Afternoon News 4 to 7 here on FM News 101.
This is the Lars Larson Show on FM News 101.
Have you checked out this speech from Governor John Kitzhaber? You know, it is, I swear I need a secret decoder ring for his speeches. He says the Governor John Kitzhaber plans to propose more money for Oregon schools in the next 2 years by squeezing savings from other programs, including the public pension system. While Kitzhaber did not lay out specifics, no kidding, during a speech to the Oregon School Boards Association, he signaled his intent to reverse a declining share of state spending on education. In the budget he unveils November 30th, he did say that some of the money, he says hundreds of millions, will come from savings he'll propose in the PERS system. Now, the PERS system, folks, is about $16 billion underwater, in the red, underfunded. That would be illegal for a private company to underfund its pension by that amount. But now, the good doctor, Dr. John Kitzhaber, says he's going to squeeze hundreds of millions of dollars out of the PERS system, but he's going to do it without hurting what he calls a retirement system that remains among the best funded in the nation. It's simply a need to strike a balance. They're saying that in the next budget cycle, from the January session of the legislature in 2013 through 2015, the per student cost in Oregon will go up by $1,000. Multiply $1,000 times the 500,000 school-age kids in the state, and you have $500 million, $500 million increase, and they say half of that is from PERS. But the governor is going to find several $100 million in savings. He just doesn't want to tell us how he's going to find that. Let's go to Terry in Salem. Hey, Terry, welcome to the program.
Oh, hi, Larry. We listen to you all the time.
Thank you very much, sir.
You know something about the Bob Life. I've been in Oregon. I've been here all my life. And I invited here and back in 7 and 8.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting here and get my dinner. And I have time to see line of deer like I've seen in the last 20 years. Weyerhaeuser closes off all the mountains now for public lands in case we fall off and be able to get up there, except for the weekends. And we go up there in weekends, me and 5 other people, and we just don't see the animals up there we used to see fall.
That's the thing I was trying to tell Mark, Terry, and I appreciate the call. Let's go to Chance in Bandon. Chance, welcome to the program. What's on your mind?
Excellent. Hey, I'm Don Chance. I've talked to you before. I wanted to call and give you a big kudo. We are the group in Bandon that have been fighting the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service and their plan to expand about 10 miles up the Coquille River with their refuge system.
Yeah, you've called a number of times, and that would lock all that property up off limits to the public to a large extent.
Yes, and we used you to help advertise. I'd love to come on and talk to you a little bit more about it, but basically, we won. We put an advisory vote on. Our county commissioners actually voted it in unanimously for us to do it, so kudos to them. And we got over 70% of the people in the county saying no on this expansion. Now, the Fish and Wildlife Service is now basically saying, well, it's just an advisory vote and we don't care. So I think we're about to circle the wagons down here, and we're going to have quite an interesting debate, because we don't want to expand. We've exposed what they're trying to do without holding any real public meetings or information. And I think we're going to have a real interesting time the next few months, because they don't seem to understand that no means no.
Well, now what's the process? Do you have at least the opportunity to get this government agency to back off? I mean, is there part of the process against...
We actually had Congressman DeFazio write letters to the head of that service, who was Dan Ash in Washington. We've written letters, and the congressman, they didn't even have the courtesy with Congressman DeFazio to have Mr. Ash reply. They actually had Robin Thorson out of Portland reply, and he got a lot of smoke and mirrors, but basically, all the elected officials we've talked to in a bipartisan manner, from Democrat, Republican, county commissioner, nonpartisan, about 55 of them, only one has voted in favor of the expansion. The rest have said no, it's a bad idea, it's a bad situation. And the Fish and Wildlife had claimed last year that they were going to come in and do the process this fall. But we raised such stink about it and put so much pressure through the Congress that now they've said no, we're going to come in and do it next fall. So the basic attitude of the Fish and Wildlife, and they've told me this, is that they're the federal government, they can do what they want, and there's nothing we can do about it. So we will see where this all ends up.
Well, it sounds like you've got the right approach. If people want to get in touch with you, what's the best way?
Best way to do it is through our website or through one of our meetings. We've got a really good program on right now on our public television channel down here, which is channel 98. It runs at 6:25. It gives out our web pages and our phone numbers. And we've got, basically we have a huge amount of support in the county. We have, I cannot tell you, everybody that has looked at this understands and sees it for the land grab that it is. The Fish and Wildlife comes up and they say that they're only looking for these willing sellers, but that's inaccurate, because most of their willing sellers are willing co-conspirators.
Well, Chance, we'll get people in touch with you and make sure they know where to call. Lori writes in, Lars, we've got at least 52 confirmed wolves and 6 confirmed packs in eastern Oregon. That, according to our talks with ODF and W, reality is we probably have double that number. Jeff's on the line. Hey, Jeff, we're close to the break, but what's on your mind? Hey, Jeff. Let's go to Tom in Seaside. Tom, we're close. I'll hold you over if you like. What's on your mind?
Greetings from soggy Seaside. About the call about the Montana lack of deer. I had a conversation with Quentin Ruas at Fish and Wildlife in Helena here about 2 weeks ago regarding our coyote population within the city limits here in Seaside we're trying to deal with here. And he was drawing some parallels that they're having with deer. He said Helena is just overrun with deer.
Tom, hold that thought for a second. 29 minutes after the hour. It's a Tuesday, and you're listening to The Lars Larson Show.
The most news, traffic, and weather 24/7. On air, online, mobile. Stay connected with FM News 101 KXL.
Good afternoon, it's 2:30. I'm Jeremy Scott. Mayor-elect Charlie Hales got a taste of the city's budget woes firsthand at City Hall today.
Hales and Commissioner-elect Steve Novick had a place at the round table.
This represents a great start
in building the detailed understanding that the two new members of the council are going to need in order to be effective partners with the three who remain.
Much of the discussion centered around the expected $24 million budget gap that will ultimately be Hale's responsibility.
Obviously, we're coming to some difficult budget decisions where we're going to have to be aggressive prioritizers.
The mayor says he and the county have agreed on a deal to let the city off the hook for $12 million in additional Selwood Bridge costs. Another $5 million could come from the city tax on landline phone service providers. Mike Turner, FM News 101.
A soldier from Southern Oregon was killed in Afghanistan. Army Corporal James Nell died after being on patrol in the southeastern part of the country. He was shot there. He was from the town of Gardner. A 1993 graduate of Reedsport High is the 8th Douglas County resident killed in Afghanistan or Iraq since 2005. Your closing bell numbers: Dow fell 59 today, NASDAQ lost 20, and the S&P 500 was down 5. Portland's most traffic 24/7. We've got a stall right in downtown 405 southbound. It's at the ramp to the Markham Bridge. Looks like that right lane is blocked. Also have streets in northwest Portland shut down because of a robbery. Northwest 16th to 18th between Overton and Kearney. That's where we're hearing at this point. North of town on I-5 northbound as you make your way to Vancouver. That's still wide open all the way from the Fremont to the Interstate Bridge. West side an accident, Walker Road in southwest 158. That's in Beaverton. Sunset moves well all the way in from Hillsborough to Portland. On the east side, Banfield Freeway a little sluggish outbound as you pull away from I-5. Traffic brought to you by Airborne Hot Soothing Mix. New Airborne Hot Soothing Mix has 14 vitamins, minerals, and herbs, including CAE, zinc, and echinacea. Airborne, real immune support. Here's Portland's most weather, 24/7.
Low 50s today, mostly cloudy. Got a slight chance for a shower, but after that, tomorrow morning, we'll see dry weather through Thursday. I'm KGW News Channel 8 meteorologist Nick Allard for FM News 101.
Cloudy and 54 degrees in Portland. I'm Jeremy Scott. We pay cash weekly for the best news tips. So when you see it happen, pick up that phone and give us a call. 877-788-4KXL.
Boy, do I have a phenomenal Black Friday deal for you. My friends at Superior Fence will pay you $100 for every 100 feet of fence you install. That's right, Superior Fence will give you a $100 Visa gift card for every 100 feet of fence you install. Just make the purchase before Black Friday and you could have the fence installed before the holiday entertainment season starts up. Superior Fence works rain or